It's an article from Common Dreams talking about Bernie Sanders, how he's surging into the lead in California, and that's very good. Surging 10 points, Sanders takes lead over Biden, Warren in California tracking poll. Since Senator Harris dropped out last month, Sanders appears to have gained almost all of her former supporters in California. With a 10-point jump since November. That's big. Senator Bernie Sanders has surged to lead in California's tracking poll less than 2 months before the state's Democratic primary on Super Tuesday, March 3rd. Tracking poll, Public Policy Institute of California, which was conducted in November, shows Sanders leading with support of 27% of likely Democratic primary voters, followed by former Vice President Joe Biden with 24% and Senator Elizabeth Warren at 23%. With a margin of error of 6.5%, the poll reveals a statistically tight race among the top three candidates. Fourth place was occupied by former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg, who garnered just 6%. The most striking feature in the trend was that while support for Warren and Biden has plateaued since Senator Kamala Harris, who represents California, dropped out in early December, Sanders experienced a significant surge. Then yeah, it would make sense that a lot of her supporters jumped on the Bernie bandwagon, but Bernie plus 10 percentage points since last month. That is huge. And like you said, Warren plateaued, Buttigieg -1, Cloud Buttigieg +3, Yang at 3, -2. Yeah. As other polls in California nationwide have also shown, the California survey points to a massive advantage for Sanders among the youth, while Biden and to a lesser extent Warren do better with older voters. Among younger voters ages 18 to 44, Sanders 45%. Has 45%, much more than Warren at 25, Biden at 12. While voters age 45 and older favor Biden over Warren and Sanders. But pretty interesting. And California is super important because you get the most delegates out of it because it is the most populous state. So awesome news. Bernie surging 10 points up since the last poll, now leading in California. But again, now is not the time to let our feet off the proverbial gas pedal because we need to make sure we're knocking on the doors or making the phone calls to our friends and family members and people in our community and donating if we have the extra change or spare cash and doing everything we can to make sure Bernie's the next nominee because, again, he's the only real shot we have for enacting these really positive changes that we need to make in our country, like fighting and passing Medicare for all, like fighting and passing a Green New Deal, ending these endless wars, taxing Wall Street, free college, canceling the medical debt, a living wage, legalizing marijuana, all of these super crucial, ending the school to prison pipeline, ending the prison industrial complex, all of these things. And he represents a movement, not me, us, Bernie 2020. Peace, much love.